Squiz Kids acknowledges the traditional owners of the lands on which we podcast, the Turrbal and Gadigal people.
Hi folks, just a reminder before we get into the podcast to sign our petition to get the Australian government to take seriously the digital literacy education of our children. There's more information coming at our kids than at any other time in history. Kids need to be taught how to separate online fact from fiction, with dedicated programs like our very own Newshounds, which teaches kids to stop, think and check. With an election looming, this is your chance to let our politicians know how important you think digital literacy education is. To add your voice to our campaign, visit the Squiz Kids website or follow the link to the petition in today's episode notes.
Squiz Kids!
It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello and welcome to Squiz Kids Today, your fresh take on what's happening in the world around you. I'm Bryce Corbett. It's Wednesday, March 26. In Squiz Kids Today, Brisbane Olympics stadiums revealed. Valerie the adventurous dachshund. Mars rover finds signs of life and why kindness makes you happy. That's what's making news, kids style.
The Lowdown.
Where will you be in 7 years' time? Do you reckon you're a chance to represent Australia at the Brisbane Olympics? Can you see yourself wearing the green and gold and going for gold? Well, you can now add to that daydream a whole new bunch of stadiums and venues after the Queensland government yesterday announced where the 2032 Games will take place. A brand new Olympic stadium will be built in central Brisbane, in a place called Victoria Park, which you're going to hear a lot about for the next little while. Not least because eventually cricket and AFL will move from the Gabba to the new Vic Park 60,000-seat stadium. But it's other parts of the Sunshine State that will be feeling the Olympics' love too, with announcements of 2032 Olympic events taking place as far afield as Cairns, Toowoomba, Rockhampton and the Whitsundays. Swimming will be held at a brand new National Aquatic Centre to be built just outside the central business district of Brizzy. Football and basketball will be held in Cairns. Sailing will take place in the Whitsundays and the waters off Townsville. And if you're a rower, that event will take place on a river in Rockhampton, where there are apparently definitely not crocodiles. At least not all of the time. Should make for an interesting event. So, now we've got the venues sorted, we just need to fill them with athletes. Might that be you? You've got approximately 7 years' time to get your practice in. Time to get training, people. The other thing you're going to hear loads about today, of course, is the federal budget. What's a federal budget? It's when the country's treasurer, who is the politician in charge of how Australia spends its money, sets out their plan for the years ahead. In the same way your mums and dads work out how much money you have as a family and make plans on how to spend it, the government has to make a budget too. And if you're interested in money and budgeting and goal setting, then be sure to have a listen to our special Squiz Kids series, Money and Me, where Busy the Bee saves to buy her own mobile phone. I've stuck a link to it in today's episode notes. Or it's available for a listen at any time on the Squiz Kids website. You're welcome.
Spin the globe.
Each day we give the world globe a spin and find a news story from wherever it stops. And today we've landed in Finland, which has once again been named the happiest country on Earth. Finland is a country right up near the North Pole. During winter, it's dark and very, very cold for most of the day. And yet they've once again been named the happiest country in the world. And according to researchers, a lot of that happiness comes down to being kind. The authors of the report found that doing something nice for someone else makes you feel generally happier in life. Kindness, my friends, makes you happy. Another great reason for us all to practice one act of random kindness every single day. What will yours be today?
Spaced out.
Gosh, it's been a busy week in space. Last week we had the exciting story of astronauts returning to Earth after an unexpectedly long stay on the International Space Station. And today we have the news that the robot on Mars that we sent up there a couple of years ago has found evidence in Martian rocks that indicate it's possible there was life on the red planet billions of years ago. The Curiosity rover has dug up organic compounds in its travels across the surface of Mars, compounds that have been found inside rocks estimated to be about 3.7 billion years old. Yes, that's billion with a B. Whoa, that number is so big it hurts my head. And while it's not quite evidence that Martians once walked about on the red planet, it's more evidence that it is possible some sort of life form may have existed there when the planet was warmer and wetter than it currently is. Just incredible.
Animal Kingdom.
They seek her here, they seek her there. Valerie the dachshund's owners seek her everywhere. But for 500 days now, she's been missing on Kangaroo Island, off the coast of South Australia, after she did a runner from her owner's campsite. Now, for the longest time, Valerie's owners thought they would never see her again. But they received fresh hope yesterday after locals reported seeing a sausage dog matching Valerie's description romping about in paddocks on the island. Go, Valerie. All attempts to catch her and return Valerie to her owners have so far proven unsuccessful. You might say they've hit a snag. Oh dear, there goes the dad joke alarm. Sorry, I just couldn't help myself. If you're out there and listening to this, Valerie, please send a postcard or an email to your owners to let them know you're okay.
Time for the quiz.
This is the part of the podcast where you get to test how well you've been listening. Question number 1. In what year will Brisbane host the Summer Olympics? Yes, that's right, it's 2032. Question number 2. Which country has been named the happiest in the world? Well done if you said Finland. Question number 3. What sort of dog is Valerie, the adventurous pooch lost on Kangaroo Island? That's right, she's a dachshund, or I'll also accept sausage dog.
Shout outs.
It's Wednesday, March 26. Today is World Maths Day. So, celebrate by doing some multiplying, or dividing, or maybe some subtracting or adding. The maths world is your oyster. Knock yourself out. Today is also a special day for these Squiz kids celebrating a birthday today. Isla from Geelong, Isla from Freshwater, 2 Islas in one birthday shout-out. Clara from Cherrybrook, Molly from Little Bay, and Isabel from Pymble. And belated birthday shout-outs today go to Chelsea from St Clair, and a special belated shout-out to Hudson from Ivanhoe, who was accidentally missed out in the episode on Monday. Sorry, Hudson. And classroom shout-outs today go to Class 5 SM with Miss Mars at Moranbah East State School, Class 5 HD with Mrs Hanley and Mrs Descent at Excelsior Public School, Class 3M with Mrs Symington at MacArthur Anglican School in Cobbitty, and Class 6C with Miss O'Connor at St Kevin's College in Toorak. Don't forget, if you've got a birthday coming up and you want a shout-out, or if you're after a classroom shout-out, drop us a line at squizkids@thesquiz.com.au or fill out the form on our website. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks for listening to Squiz Kids today. We'll be back again tomorrow. In the meantime, get out there and have a most excellent day. Over and out.